Hey y'all, CCJ here to carry you guys along with us as we go through some of the clips and footage of the things that we saw, things we did, things we ate while we spent 3 days in South Padre Island, Texas. That is what this video is going to focus on, but for the trip, we spent 3 days in SPI and then did another 3 days in the Houston, Webster, Galveston area doing a little exploring. But for now, like I said, this video is going to focus only on the SPI leg of our little trip, and let's go. All right, just pulled up to the hotel. 12 hours, 14 hours in the car. We left our house 2 a.m. and it is about to be 4, and we just pulled up. We stopped a couple times, stopped and sat in a restaurant and had breakfast, so we made good time. And it was pretty painless. But I'm very exhausted. I have not really slept. I've kind of catnapped kind of here and there, but not like a full-blown sleep. But we're gonna find some lunch, and then later we're gonna find dinner and drive over to look at the beach. It's kind of a rainy day today, which we knew, but it's kind of a rainy day today, so I don't think that we're gonna be trying to go to the beach today, but we'll see. What's going on?
Oh, well, we were singing the song, but then we remembered that you might get copyrighted.
I won't get copyrighted for you just singing the song, as if I played the actual song. That might be a trouble.
Ryan Ellis likes to be on with those copyrights.
Well, that's Naya and Ellis.
Hey, I want it. Blueberry pancakes in here.
So like I mentioned, it was incredibly rainy for a good part of the trip, and I did not get footage of it, but we actually drove through the city. There was so much flooding, but we stayed calm, we stayed cool, and we made it work. These are some pictures just of the family as we were waiting. The kids were very excited by the birds.
They are plump birds. I love plump birds. I love birds.
Paradise, you know where we're going tonight.
No.
Talk about patty cake.
No, like this. Okay, so this is the one person Wait, what?
Patty cake, back to the back.
Family.
You gotta do jazz hands.
You like my jeans?
They look nice. So those shirts.
You like my shirt? They just the color.
So we ate at Painted Marlin Grill for that meal, and it was just okay. It was fine, but it was just okay. And then here we are driving down to the end of SPI in a bunch of flood water, basically. And then we get to the beach. Be careful, bug. Zoe, you have no business going ahead. What if one has a crab in it?
I'm just gonna step away.
So by the time we were done looking at the beach, it was very dark. It was nighttime, so we went back to our hotel, came back out, and it was still raining this day. So we really did not do much. We went over to the island from where we stayed. We went and had breakfast. We had breakfast at Cafe Josephine, or Josephine's Kitchen, or Josephine's Cafe, something like that. The food was fine. This was not my least favorite meal, but not my favorite meal. And of course, we found our way to Target. Then we went to this place a restaurant called Terra's. And if you know me, you know that the food on a trip is important to me. And this is where our food and restaurant choices kind of turned around. This food was amazing.
Water.
This is actually our last full day here, and it rained. We drove up in stormy weather, and then it rained quite a bit yesterday, which kind of put a bit of a damper. But it's coastal, so I guess that's kind of to be expected. But today is supposed to be sunny and nice. Tomorrow is supposed to be sunny and nice, but we check out tomorrow to move on to the next area. So yeah, we're supposed to have sun all day today and a good amount of sun tomorrow. So hopefully. All right, so it was back over to SPI for a second try at a restaurant that we did not get to go to the day before. We made it this time, and it was delicious. I might get some of your pineapple. Very happy with that meal, and then we headed to the beach because this was a really nice day. It was a beautiful, beautiful sunny day outside.
I saw a bird. It was like this.
Don't blow up the raft.
I gotta catch up with them.
You don't have to.
Wait for me. I want to be with them, but I gotta wait.
So before we decided on South Padre Island, we watched a bunch of people's videos, we read articles, we looked at social media posts and stuff like that. And I saw so many people saying that this was their absolute favorite vacation spot, that it reminded them of the Caribbean, it reminded them of Hawaii, and that is a lie. Well, I can't say what it reminded them of, but the water was nothing like that. It is not dirty. It's just really sandy, and no. Zoe, you're supposed to be on top of that. So I'm not a water girl, but they got me out here. They got me out here in the ocean. I like to look at it, not so much be in it, but I'm out here. Okay, you'll be okay. It's like 20 minutes to the hotel, 30 minutes. 20 or 30 minutes. 20 or 30 or 40 minutes. 40 minutes to an hour. An hour or two. I'm messing with you, sweetie. It's like 30 or 40 minutes. So, what we think of beach day? What we think of beach day so far? You guys liked it? Yeah. And now we're just sitting. We got Kona Ice, waiting on Pineapple Ninja. We're gonna eat some stuff stuffed in a pineapple. So we ate at Pineapple Ninja, another amazing meal. This was a food truck meal, and it was really, really good. No complaints there. And after that, we were just exhausted from being at the beach, as is very obvious from Zoe having the hardest time staying awake. So we went back to our hotel. We stayed in Brownsville because all the hotels in SPI were really expensive last minute. But we went back to our hotel, regrouped, got dressed, got cleaned up and everything, and then came back over to SPI to go to F&B, which was another amazing meal. That is, you're not supposed to play with your food.
I want you to feel his teeth.
That thing is sharp. I guess that's why they call it a snapper. Oh my goodness, that eyeball is so creepy. Oh, that's so creepy. So the meal at F&B was actually our last night in SPI. And so, or that was our last dinner in SPI. After that, we went back to the island the next day for breakfast, and then we came out to just look at one more beach because we're like, okay, maybe the beach that we went to was too populated. Maybe we just needed to go somewhere else to see another section of water. This is actually the same beach that we came out to that first night, but it was kind of dark and we couldn't really see anything. So we came back out to give it another shot, and the water looks exactly the same. But again, I'm not hating on SPI because we had a good time. The water is not dirty. It's clean water. It's just sandy, but it is not. We've been to Jamaica, we've been to Antigua, we've been to Cozumel, we've been to Maui. We haven't been to Maui, we've been to Oahu. We've been all over the place to all these different places with beautiful water and beautiful beaches. And you know how, like, when people hype something up and you're expecting it to be one thing and then it's not, and you're like, wait a minute, like, that's what this was. Like, I wish that people had not, like, I wish that expectation had not been set, because I feel like we probably would have had an even better time than we did, but we did have a good time. So what you just saw right there is passing Starbase, or we're doing it right now. That is actually an Elon Musk project out in Boca Chica, Texas. That's where he's like building his whole space program or whatever. And I'm personally not like particularly a fan, but I was interested in it. And this is Boca Chica Beach. A very dirty beach. Like, it was obvious that people, would come out there and just kind of throw their trash and stuff out of their car, which is a shame because it's a really beautiful area. Again, the water is sandy, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful area. And I kind of hate that people, have been mistreating it like that. So of course we had to go take pictures at Starbase, and then that was the end of our trip. But before that, we had to go through a small little customs area.
Hello. Doing good. How you doing?
Yes.
What do you
Yes, we were citizens.
Oh.
It's easy. I guess we just look American.
Yeah.
What?
That was it.